Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I have heard you loud and clear and I am finally diving into the world of Le-Vel. Now I did a poll recently on my community tab on YouTube. I tend to do that a lot, so always keep an eye out. And I asked you all what you would prefer, if you wanted a long form video of Le-Vel, if you wanted me to react to an onboarding, a team training, or smaller pieces like a top MLM fail. So y'all voted and you said you wanted smaller pieces of content first. So what we're doing here is an MLM top fails with exclusively Le-Vel Huns. And I have compiled a handful of reels and posts and other things that we're going to take a look at. Now, if you are not familiar with Le-Vel, or if you've never heard of their Thrive products, they are another health and wellness MLM. There's really not much more to say about it than that. They fit mostly all of the stereotypes when it comes to health and wellness MLMs, and we're gonna see just what I mean when we get into it. But first, let's play the disclaimer. Okay, now that that is out of the way, if you are not new here, you probably know we have one more piece of housekeeping, and if you've heard it a million times like I have, you can go ahead and skip to the next chapter, which you can find here on the bar at the bottom of the screen, or in the timestamps that are in the description. And if you are new here, please listen up at least one time.
Hear ye, hear ye!
I do not blur the names or the faces of the individuals that I am reacting to in my videos. This does not mean that I am encouraging anybody to go and seek these individuals out and send them hateful comments or mean messages. Please do not do that. I am also not inciting hate toward these individuals. My content is meant to be educational, but most of all, entertaining. So let's all do our part and keep it that way. And with that, we're gonna get the into it. Most of these posts that I am going to be reacting to, I have pulled myself. If you have any Le-Vel posts or content that you would like me to react to, you can go ahead and send it to me. I always leave my email in the description below. You can also reach out to me on Instagram. The easiest way is to upload it to Google Drive and then share it with me through my email. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who have been sending me content, so keep it coming. But specifically, if you have Le-Vel, that would be fantastic right now. Now, all of these individuals, I believe, are top leaders within Le-Vel. This first one really caught my attention because she recently ran for office in her state. And in her campaign video, which I'll play a clip for you here in a second, she claimed to own her own small business.
I'm a mom raising 2 young children in this community. I'm a small business owner and a DeSantis Republican who has fiercely fought alongside our governor to keep Florida free.
Now, she does not own a small business from what I can find on the internet. The only thing that I can find is her talking about her Le-Vel business, which we all know it's not their business. If you look up the CEO of Le-Vel, these individuals don't come up. The actual CEO does. She obviously did not get voted in, but it was very interesting to see. And this is one of the reels that she has posted to help her promote her Le-Vel business. I can't play the sound because of course it's copyrighted music, but I will go ahead and play it on the screen while I read it. She is walking over to her desk to sit down, and it says, "People with a broke mindset will always ask, how much does it cost? A rich mindset will see the same opportunity and ask, how much can I earn?" And in her caption, it says,
"A broke mentality maintains a broke reality. 100. Your circumstances can either become your excuse or they can become your motivating fuel. Choose wisely."
So this is very obviously a dig at people who ask her how much it is, or anyone in Le-Vel, how much it is to join. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have a broke mindset if you want to know how much it is to join. Maybe they're just being realistic and making sure they're not going broke by buying into this bullshit scammy opportunity.
Sounds like a scam,
in my opinion, and it's a legitimate question. It doesn't matter how much you can earn. If you have to buy into it, you have to make sure you have the money to buy into it. You wouldn't go to the grocery store and be like, I really want to get some steak for dinner tonight, but I only have this much money to spend, so I need to know how much it costs. Not, how is this steak going to make me feel? Sure, you might think that, but not before thinking, can I afford this steak?
so expensive.
This This does not mean you have a broke mindset. It just means you are spending your money wisely and hopefully not on joining an MLM. This next reel also has some copyright music. So again, I will just explain what's happening on the screen while I play it and read the caption. So this is again another top leader in Le-Vel, and she is playing on the community side, quote unquote, of this MLM.
And by community, you mean cult.
A lot of times when you see people in MLMs or network marketing companies, they're often talking about the community you'll gain when you join. Here's the truth. You should never have to pay for a community of people who want to support you. You should not have to do that. If you have to pay for a community of support, run. Please run. Now, this individual, she says the term quote unquote community gets thrown around a lot in this digital space. But what is the true community that you are actually spell check searching for? And then she puts arrows to the caption, and the caption says,
Women need other women in their lives who think they are a big deal.
Do we, though?
I think first you have to think of yourself as a big deal before you depend on other people to think you're a big deal. We're all a big deal in our own heads, and we should be, because you have to have confidence in yourself. But anyway, I'm getting off track.
No competition, no backhanded comments, no jealousy, no gossip. Just an I love you, I support you, and there is no one on earth like you kind of energy. So many claim to have community in their company. However, the caliber of women I'm surrounded by. Never in my 8-year career have I ever experienced what we have within our team and at our retreats. There is nothing like it. If you're searching for a true place to call home where you can grow and be supported in life overall, drop sisterhood and let's connect.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go get sick really quick.
Don't barf, don't barf, don't barf, don't barf.
If you ever get approached by someone that says, please come join our community in any MLM, whether it's Le-Vel or Mary Kay or Sensi or LuLaRoe or whatever it is, Body, whatever. Again, run. This is such bullshit, and I hate that these Le-Vel promoters are pushing the community aspect of things and taking advantage of people who might feel alone, who might have postpartum, or might be a stay-at-home mom, or might work from home and feel isolated all of the time. They see, oh, I can get this community of people who are going to cheer for me and root me on and be there for me on my hard days. Like, I'm gonna do that. If I join this MLM, I'll get that. Please, no. It can cause you so much damage if and when you end up leaving that MLM, because most, if not all, of that community will not speak to you again. In fact, they may even block you on socials. They might block your phone number. They might do all of the things. So be aware of that before getting into an MLM and falling for this community sisterhood bullshit. I thought this one was funny. I personally have not seen anybody talk about this individual. Again, this is the individual who ran for office in her state. She's apparently clapping back at somebody who talked badly about her pyramid scheme. Now, again, I don't know who talked about her. I've never seen this individual before, and I have consumed anti-MLM content quite a bit in the past. I found this, thought it was worth including.
And BAM! She got hit by a big ass truck.
So the caption on her reel says, what happened to that internet troll that was calling it a pyramid scheme? And then in the caption she says,
And that's just what happens to #mean girls.
I get the Mean Girl thing, okay? I am a Mean Girls fan. I like to watch Mean Girls from time to time over and over and over again. With that said, this is not making you any better than the person exposing Le-Vel for what it is, which is a pyramid scheme, in my opinion.
Tell it like it is, Mr. Brady.
I just felt like that was worth including. It gave me a little bit of a laugh when I found it. So here she is again, making some extreme income claims. Again, her reel has some copyright music, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read the caption on the reel while it plays. It says, before direct sales, $30,000 in credit card debt, living paycheck to paycheck, less than $1,000 in savings, 23 broke, burnt out. First of all, at that age, who isn't broke.
Help me, I'm poor.
I don't know a whole lot of people in their early 20s who are just rolling in the dough. But anyway, this is after direct sales. No credit card debt. 6 figures in savings. Work from anywhere. Really? Complete time freedom. False. That's false. Helping others create freedom in their lives.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. Global bullshit. I call bullshit.
You have freedom from nothing because it's not even your business. You have to follow their marketing rules. You have to use their verbiage. You basically hand over your social media accounts in almost every MLM that I've looked at their terms and conditions. If you join an MLM, they own your social media if you mention the MLM. So just keep that in mind. And time freedom, also not true because I've seen so many MLM Huns in Le-Vel, in Arbonne, in It Works recently, having to work from their car when their kids are at a soccer game or from their hotel room when they're on vacation, things like that. That is not time freedom. Time freedom would be you being able to completely disconnect from the internet and not have to worry about that shit. Also, work from anywhere is not true. There are, in fact, a lot of places in the world that don't have good Wi-Fi. And if you don't have good Wi-Fi in an MLM or any virtual business, that means you cannot work from anywhere. You need the Wi-Fi. And in the caption of this reel, she says,
"The masses look at direct sales and see a pyramid. The savvy look at direct sales and see an industry that has created more millionaires than any other industry in the world."
That's the emoji volume of a Hun.
Apple emoji, orange emoji, grapes emoji,
Hug emoji, poop emoji, thumbs down emoji.
She uses too many emojis.
And where's the proof that you're creating more millionaires than any other industry in the world? There is no proof of that. And the only millionaires that I know of in the MLM industry that you're able to prove are millionaires and are profiting heavily from the MLM are the CEOs of the MLM. Even the people at the top of the pyramids, a lot of the times are losing money or barely breaking even because of everything they have to do to maintain their rank and get to the top of the pyramid. So I think this is false. It's also big income claim. So I'm not sure how she hasn't had to take these things down yet. Hopefully by reporting these things, it will trigger something. But I guess only time will tell. I saw someone post about this in the anti-MLM Reddit, and it's basically a copy-paste message that Le-Vel Huns have been using since at least 2020. And here's what it says.
Did you know Thrive capsules are 95% absorbed when taken first thing on an empty stomach? Most vitamins that you buy at a big box or nutrition store are actually only about 40% absorbed at best. That's a huge difference. Maybe that's why people say they never feel their vitamins working until they experience Thrive. I mean, if you can't feel your vitamins working, how do you know they are?
Now this message has been copy pasted over and over and over again, word for word, by so many Le-Vel promoters.
I thought you said no one would notice.
It's actually blowing my mind that they're still doing it. Like years later, they're still using the same message. And also, where are you getting your facts from for this? Because that is so untrue. Especially if you have a physician telling you how to consume your vitamins. There are certain vitamins that you do have to take on an empty stomach, or you have to take with food. It depends on how the vitamins are absorbed by your body, and it does depend on what they're made with. But if you talk to your doctor and read the labels on the packaging, you will be able to find out what you have to do. There are even certain vitamins, I think, that say on the label, drink with milk, or certain even medications. I don't remember what it is. I remember I had to take something that I had to take with milk. And if you're not reading the labels and you're just thinking that, oh, if I take this vitamin D, it's just going to absorb. That's not the case. You have to very specifically read the label of the vitamins and the supplements you're taking and follow the instructions in order to get the optimal absorption. So I don't know where they're pulling their facts from, but this is complete bullshit. And the fact that they're just posting it over and over and over again is fucking humorous as fuck. This next one went on for 9 slides about the business opportunity with Le-Vel. So we're going to hear all about how amazing Le-Vel is and why everybody should fucking join.
Goody, I cannot wait.
Also, for whatever reason, these story slides, the audio and her mouth movement are off. I'm going to try to fix it, but you know, as always, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. We'll figure it out, but I'll do my best.
Friends, I'm heading to the post office to drop off Taylor's greens drink since we're out of stock. But I wanted to hop on here because so many of you have been messaging me about the opportunity, about whenever I say like I have the ability to help you earn Christmas in cash, like all of those things. And so I've had so many messages. I actually have like 32 messages still sitting in my messenger that I have just not gotten back to.
Lying. She is lying like a mother. I know that.
Because today's been busy with Joe. But I wanted to like kind of talk about what's going on with Thrive a little bit, because if you're interested at all, this is for you. And so we can just kind of like talk about that. But
if you're interested at all, it's for you. Sign up today. What? How did we get there so quickly?
To answer some like really common questions that I'm getting is, what is this Christmas in cash that you're talking about? So when you hit that promoter button and you purchase your promoter pack, now remember, the promoter pack is the only money that you ever spend in this business. Since I joined almost 3 years ago next month, I have never spent money on product unless I wanted to. Investment you ever make, there's no quotas. You don't have to purchase your own product to become like commission qualified. We don't do that here. So like,
but according to their compensation plan, you have to have 100 PV, which is your sales, like $100, to get qualified for that pay period. And then in order to stay active, you have to have 100 PV every month. So how is that not needing to meet a quota? Please explain to me. Unless I'm missing something, but this is the compensation plan that is available right now.
Last month, for example, I earned, between me and Jason's account, I earned $648 in product credit, meaning
so her and her husband or significant other have an account under her. Again, this is a red flag. There are so many MLM leaders in the industry that have their partners or family members join and just put orders under them to make them rank up or get a bonus or whatever it is that they're working for.
I don't use $648 and neither does Jason. So we stocked up on our products for the month, got a little bit extra for you guys to send out goodie bags. And then
why are you making it sound like you did them a favor? That is not a favor to anybody except for you. You got a little extra to send out goodie bags to your followers? What?
The rest of them I've been sharing with you guys to help you get 45% or $45 off your 3 steps instead of just the 25. So whenever I tell you that you purchase that promoter pack, it genuinely is the only money that you ever spend. So with that being said, we purchase your promoter pack and then we plug you into our team page to teach you everything that we know. When I joined network marketing, I was like, how the hell do I post on my story? I literally had no idea what I was doing. And so that's what these guides are. We watch one little like 10-minute video for the next 14 days. And then you know how to run your business.
Ma'am, you can't learn how to run a business in 14 days. I hate to break that to you. Also, you can learn how to post on Instagram stories if you don't know how to do it or if you've never done it by Googling it.
You can Google it. It's worth a Google.
Or going to YouTube and searching it. YouTube is a great resource for learning how to do things for free. You don't have to join an MLM to learn how to do these things. And joining an MLM and joining a Facebook group and going through 14 days of 10-minute trainings is never going to teach you how to run a business, ever. Don't do it.
What do those first 14 days look like? It is you and I working really, really closely together, teaching you how to utilize your social media, teaching you everything that I know, and helping you earn an $800 cash bonus plus $300 in product credit plus weekly pay. So it equals out to about $1,300 in 2 weeks. Not including the product credit. So that would be like $1,600. So that is what that first bonus is. Now, when you hit those bonuses right there in your first 2 weeks, you're almost halfway to hitting the first rank in the company, which is 4K, which comes with a rank advancement bonus, meaning the rank that you hit is equal to the dollar amount. So you do $4,000 in sales in the month, you are getting a bonus that is equal to that, okay? And so that is what we get to run for over, like, you join before December 31st and we're gonna run for those bonuses, okay? With that being said, I get the question a lot about when is the perfect time to join. And there's never going to be a perfect time. There's always going to be some family function coming up. There's always going to be a sick kid. There's always going to be like something going on. But when the perfect time of the month to join is now. And the perfect time of the year is to join now. And here's why. When you join now, as in like today, tomorrow, before the end of the month, your volume is going to roll over to the following month, meaning that you have more than 30 days to hit that 4K bonus, okay? Not only that, the holiday season is normally like a slower season. It's not really a slower season for my business this year. We're actually like literally popping off and booming. We have already done the biggest month we have ever done, and there is still like a whole week left. But January and February are historically our biggest months ever. Historically, like January, February are always like the biggest months because everybody's in like New Year's resolution mode, like all those kind of things. Holidays are over. So the best reason to join now is because we get all of your training. We get everything you need to know. We get you super comfortable with the website, how to talk to customers, how to talk to promoters, how to talk about the products, all the product knowledge, things like that. You know all of those answers by the first of the year when business is popping off. That is like the best way that I can describe it. I joined in December of 2021. And at first I was like a little nervous because it was holidays and then like busy season, like boom, boom, boom. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. But we had really awesome success in our first few months in business. So when I say that this is the best time to join, it's not me just saying like, oh, it's the best time to join. I think that it is because we can get you so comfortable with what you're doing and the conversations that you're having before busy season just like explodes.
But then in January, you're going to be saying the same thing. Like, now is the best time to join because it's so busy. And then February is going to be a different reason, and March will be a different reason. It's always going to be a different reason of why now is the best time to join.
The last question that I'll address is, how have you found success where you're at? Because like somebody will message me asking that because they have been with another company and they have just been burned or whatever. You guys, this is not my first go around. I was with a different company over 3 years ago. I was burned. I was spending more money than I was making. I think I made like $850 in my first year, and I spent $847 in product. That is literally no lie. I have receipts to prove it. So I have found success here because not only am I partnered with a company who has the most amazing comp plan I've ever seen, because when I left that company, I researched every single comp plan before I decided to get in with Thrive, and we genuinely pay our promoters the most, like the most in any network marketing company.
Every single MLM will say that. Every single one. Guaranteed.
But also, I'm partnered with a team. Like, oh my gosh. Leaders that we work with, the leaders that do collabs and train us and teach us everything they know, they have been to the top, and not even just once but twice. And so it is such a good feeling knowing that every single thing that we're being taught is proven success. It's resources, it's systems, it's duplication, it's all the things.
How are they at the top twice? Were they in a different MLM and then they poached their team over to Le-Vel to get to the top here? Let's hear all of the real facts. Give us all the juicy details, girlfriend.
So you know that when you partner with me and my team, you are getting all of that and more. And so you know that what we're teaching you to do has been proven time and time again that it actually works. So that to me is one of the biggest reasons why I have found success and a home here, is because I am partnered with people who know what the hell they're doing. They show other people to do it over and over again, and I've seen success in literally listening to what they say. So just know that who you join, company and team-wise, means every single thing under the sun, and I could not be more proud to be partnered with who I am. Ready for your holidays to look a lot different this year. Not stressed about money, not stressed about Christmas presents, not stressed about maybe taking an extra day off because you know that you can afford it.
You can afford it. If you join right now, you're not going to become some kind of millionaire. Probably ever, but definitely not before the holidays hit. Watch your shit back and listen to what you're actually saying. I just wish they would do that because I think it would be a very eye-opening experience for them.
With your little side biz, let me just tell you, this started as a side biz and it's now my full-blown income, and I am just so excited for the conversations that I've been having with you guys, that you really, really want more. You want more money for your family. You want more time freedom with your family, like those kind of things. I'm your girl. Let me know.
So that's a little preview of what's to come as far as my Le-Vel coverage. I do have longer videos. I'm actually going to react to one right after I'm done filming this one, but I wanted to get this out and react to some smaller pieces and get a little bit more familiar and comfortable with reacting to Le-Vel and learning their language, their compensation plan. I like to be comfortable when I'm reacting because I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about or have an idea of what I'm talking about. So with that said, I did also mention in my community tab on my YouTube channel that I'm going to be adding something new to my videos starting this week, and that thing is TikTok hates your MLM. So I wanted to continue doing it as a series, but I just don't think it's the right fit for my channel right now. While I like to shout out small creators or TikTok creators or large creators or creators who are doing things that are in line with what my audience likes, I just feel like it would be better suited as a little segment at the end of each of my videos to give us a little palate cleanse, if you will. So this is the first TikTok hates your MLM at the end of my videos. So of course, every time that I do this segment at the end of my videos, I will be sure to link the creators' accounts in the description for you to go and follow them if you would like. This first TikTok hates your MLM segment is going to be kicked off with the one and only Kiley Brewster.
While we wait for the hundreds more to join and the thousands that'll watch on replay tonight, I bet you're thinking, Kiley, where on earth are you working from right now? Let me tell you, the endless cash flow that I've not only been getting from my divorce and the child support that John has to pay me, but from the blessing that is my small business here at Pluck You, I was able to build a new digs, a new home office, a new headquarters, right?
Pluck You. I love the names she comes up with for her fake MLM scams in her TikToks. She's super funny, definitely worth a follow. She has tons of TikToks that are aimed at pyramid schemes as well as like the influencer world. She's just a great creator. Highly recommend following her. Let me know how you feel about this little segment of TikTok hates your MLMs at the end of the videos. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.